Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be talking about three questions to ask yourself before considering homeschooling. I've been homeschooling now for a few years. Yeah, it's been a journey, but for 2 to 3 years, kind of weird. Every homeschool family has like that journey. So let's just say 2 to 3 years. And I really feel like I'm just a believer of instead of like learning the hard way, how about share information, learn from others, and you can help them to kind of expedite their experience much faster. So I think that there are a few questions you should ask yourself before considering homeschool. One, what is your why? Why do you want to homeschool, right? For us, the motivation was originally that our middle son, we wanted to make sure that he was in an environment where he was loved, supported for who he was, and we felt like the environment that he was in was actually like killing his confidence. It was like really affecting him negatively, and as parents, we want him to grow up to be the most healthy individual possible. So that was our original reason why we decided to homeschool. And now that we homeschool, now it's like so many reasons why we want to homeschool. We no longer believe in like the forced curriculum. It's like, I almost feel like I have this whole thing when I say like, we expect kids to go to school for 12 years, get out of school, go to college at 18 after they've been told their whole life what to do, what to read, what to learn. And then at 18, we want them to like choose a major, choose what you're interested in. You don't even know what you're interested in, right? It's like unfair, right? But, anyways, soapbox. What is your why? Super important to determine to figure out like, why do I want to homeschool? Do I just want to homeschool because I want my kids close? Maybe that's fine. Do I want to homeschool because I feel like they aren't being challenged enough in regular school? Uh, some other reasons I may hear is that they want to just provide them more like different opportunities and exposure. With homeschool, like it's limitless, like literally, especially with technology nowadays and just so many alternative forms of education. A lot of homeschool families just want to provide more exposure than what the traditional school offers. So determine your why, number one. Number two, what will homeschool look like for you? This is really important. So, when we first started homeschooling, we went through a process called deschooling. So, deschooling is where you actually take a certain amount of time and you really try to shed the way of how you view school, right? And you just want to like take all your views of school and you throw it out the window and you rebuilding what learning looks like for your family. So that just looks like relieving the pressure, relieving like the expectations of curriculum or accreditation, or I got to do this or got to do this by this time, and you're just throwing all out the window, and you're just saying like, what am I interested in and what am I good at, and you're just trying lots of different things. So I'm looking at my notes. So you have to figure out what that looks like for you in your home. Um, and what I mean by that is um, homeschool is not school at home. So, like traditional school is generally from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Learning can take place after 3 p.m. It doesn't have to take place during a certain amount of hours. So, based on maybe your work schedule or how your family moves, learning time may look different for you than it looks for me. So it's good to like take an inventory and figure out like what does that look like for you. um, who will be the primary homeschooler? Is it going to the homeschooling like parent? Will it be a shared responsibility or will it be like one person taking the primary responsibility? Do you need to maybe bring in help? Like there are people nowadays where you can like hire a homeschool teacher if you can afford that. Or maybe you are partnering up with a friend or a family member that also homeschool and you do it together. Just trying to figure out what it looks like. And then I would say to like give yourself grace that it could change every year. Our homeschooling journey has changed literally every year, the 3 years we've been doing it. And that's okay. It depends on the season of life that we're in. So asking yourself, what does it look like for me in this season? 'Cause- okay. Okay, the last question I feel like you need to ask yourself before you begin homeschooling is what does what does success look like for everyone in homeschooling for us, right? And let me tell you what that means. So I have one kid that's like, I really need to be with other kids like as much as possible. So what that looks like is making sure like constantly in sports that we have that we join the co-op, that within our homeschool week we are making sure that we are constantly inviting friends and we're constantly choosing places that we're going to go to where there are going to be other kids within that age range that he wants to be around. Another one, like for me, for example, it's like I really enjoy homeschooling my kids. I really enjoy being with them. But in order for me to live this life, to be able to homeschool, I also need to be able to work. And uh, for what I do, I need 2 days of uninterrupted time in the office, right? So that means, and the beautiful thing is like my husband is like, hey, I want to be involved in homeschooling too. So I'm like, great. So that means that, um, you know, that means that we have to structure our schedule to where, mom is getting her 2 days, dad is getting time with the kids to homeschool. One son is able to make sure that when we are together or when we are homeschooling, that we set up our days where we're around other kids his age. Another kid is like, I need to have a slow start on Mondays. I don't want to like get up and go fast. So it's important to like take an inventory and ask everyone in the family, what do you need in order from me? What do you need from this like lifestyle in order to be successful, to be the best you? That's what I mean by successful, to be the best version of you. What do you need? And then trying to create a routine that reflects everyone's needs, so that everyone feels cared for and everyone enjoys it from there. All right, so I hope this video was helpful for you. Um, be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel to see more. And comment below, like, what does your routine look like? What are things that you, what are questions that be sure you like and subscribe this video. Um, and yeah, share it with a friend. And also, like, comment below what are questions that you have about homeschooling, and are you considering homeschooling, or if you're already a homeschooler, what are questions you wish that you would have asked yourself before homeschooling? Thank you. See you next time.